Hey there, BBs, it's me, your boy. We're back with some of the old Death Stranding. And, yeah, we was working on the story. And here's the thing. If I'd started this when I planned this, I need to leave all that up there. Yeah. Whoops. But yeah, if I'd started this when I meant to, we probably would, like, I think it'd be pretty safe to say we'd be finishing the story. I don't know if we're finishing the story today or not. You know, making a bike or borrowing one may be better here. We have to get the capital, not city. We're not delivering any cargo other than our fanciful selves. Yes, yes, yes. A long range. Yes. I don't have to make one. Alright. This should get us over there pretty easily. Ooh, a little free burst there. It's a damn shame we don't have the road yet. But yeah, I've only got, ooh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, hey, there's one of my bikes. It's been sitting there the whole time. But, it's a shame that I wasn't able to get the road, like, properly fixed. Wait, what? I don't remember this being so terrible. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Where the hell are we at? We were here. We're moving along. Oh, well, no. I'm thinking of the right thing. Oh, you dummy. The path you normally take is up here. This is normally a lot easier to get back to this one. Go! There's the road paver. Then the little bridge I usually use. Yeah, the world's kind of messed up, and yeah, all that good stuff. I should be able to see the road. Yeah, I can see those floating rocks there, kind of way in the distance. That's us. God. You don't play for a couple days, and then everything goes to shit. I kind of wanted to stream last night, but at the same time, Mix let me borrow his Disney Plus. Because he wanted to show me there's a, I don't say apparently, because now I've not only have I watched it, but I remember it now. But there is an episode in Darkwing Duck that is basically just a giant Twin Peaks reference, and it's pretty fucking rad. But oh shit. Oh god, we're going too fast. There, we're driving too terribly. But yeah, there is a just giant. It's called Twin Peaks. That Peaks. Quackers. Man. But yeah, it was a good time. A lot of fun. Yeah, since he let me borrow it like indefinitely, he told me yeah, use it for whatever. I started watching the old '90s X-Men cartoon.
Hey Sam, I see you're coming up on Lake Knot.
Yeah.
Stay strong. We're all rooting for you to finish the job and come home safe. By the way, I've made more progress in a certain investigation. It seems that Clifford Unger willingly put his own child in the care of the scientists conducting the BB experiments. But he did so completely unaware of their true intentions. This is pure speculation, but I think when Cliff found out about their plans, he attempted to reclaim custody. And after he failed, the BB remained in the program's care. In which case, he would have every reason to bear a grudge towards the president, the woman who allowed it all to happen, don't you think? But just because President Strand is dead, doesn't mean his hate died with her. No, I think he redirected it towards Bridges. Towards you and Amelie and anyone close to the director. And now that hate is driving him to set in motion the last stranding, to bring an end to the world as we know it. Why else would Cliff hold Amelie hostage on the beach? He must know that she's an EE. There's no time to lose. You have to save her and the director. Though I still don't understand how he managed to travel to her beach in the first place. There must be more to their relationship. I'll see what I can find.
I like how he made me have this conversation at any rate. Oh, they showed my health. Because technically, McNamara, look at that giant supercell over there. Like, you already know things are gonna be fucked up when we get over to Lake 9. Like, we know what supercells are.
Got a moment, Sam? It's about the director. So there's no way he could have made the jump to Amelie's beach if they didn't share a strong personal connection, right? Well, I looked, and I couldn't see one. The network should have contained something, anything, but there was nothing whatsoever. His entire life prior to his tenure with Bridges has been redacted. His name, his past, everything. There's no telling who he was. Which led me to consider another possibility. What if it isn't the director and Amelie who have a connection, but the director and Clifford Unger? And what if that connection is what facilitated the director's jump to Amelie's beach? If it's those two who have a personal history, then it might explain why Cliff is holding the director hostage as well. But even if that were the case, it doesn't answer the bigger question. How the hell did the two of them end up on Amelie's beach?
Sam, Hartman here. There's something else I'd like you to consider. A guess, albeit an educated one, concerning Cliff's objective. Somehow, with the aid of the chiral network, our individual beaches have begun to coalesce, resulting in the formation of a single massive seam. Should this process continue, there is a risk that BTs will flood across into our world, bringing about a death stranding on a heretofore unprecedented scale. Now, Clifford Unger's battlefields and my own beach appear to be unaffected by this phenomenon, existing entirely in isolation. They do not and have never intersected with others. But what if there were another class of beach, one that exists on a higher plane, that was responsible for setting this process in motion? And what if the beach in question were none other than Amelie's? Cliff may have summoned the director, but I believe his true aim was to seize control of Amelie's beach, to exploit its power over every other beach, and trigger the last stranding. It's the only rational explanation for Cliff's actions, which is why you have to stop him.
If Hartman's right, then we're in serious trouble. Using the chiral network in Amelie's beach to trigger the last stranding? That's why Higgs went after Amelie, wasn't it? If it was Cliff who put him up to it. Yeah, it all fits. With the last stranding, he'll finally have his revenge against the world that stole his life and his child. You've got to stop him, Sam. You've got to make the jump to Amelie's beach as soon as possible. Get in and get her back. It's our only hope. If you can't, then we're all doomed.
We're all dooms. Hey, the next interruption will be here in like 15 seconds. It's bad that I gave it too much time. Whoa.
Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free. Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John. Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
Yeah, it took about an hour. No, we've only been streaming for 13 minutes. That's why we want to get the zip line total set up so we can get across that in minutes. Alright, this is like the Vietnam era soldiers now, I think. Okay. Get some anti-PT handguns. And another blood bag. I gotta say overall, like, my favorite thing about this game, it isn't really the story. The story is actually one of the weaker elements of the game, just because it's so, like, I admire how into itself it is, but it's harder for me to totally get into. But the gameplay and just the general, like, mood of the game, that's what really whoops. That's what really kind of, like, draws me to it. Like, sure, like, Kojima games are weird. This one is just so, not only weird, but unfamiliar. But at the time that I played it, like, especially as we led into the pandemic, it kept me from being able to, like, keep this game out of my mind for very long. I've thought about it a lot since the last time I played it. Like, a lot. And my memories always go back, not so much to the story, but to, like, traversing the environment and, like, having a good time, like, the feeling of progression as I make things easier on myself throughout the game. And helping out other people, too. When I see the little like thing show up in the corner, like, hey, someone used one of your roads, someone liked the structure that you put down, like, that gives me a little bit of like what social media would normally give you, which is by design. I'm not gonna say it's by coincidence at all, it's by design, but even if it is like a fictional world, even if it's one that I'm not necessarily like totally invested in as far as like the story, I am invested in the world, and I am invested in progression, both mine and other players. So being able to see things that I've put together get to be used is really satisfying. And that's the element that I can't get out of my head. It's a game that man just make you feel so alone sometimes, but yet so connected as you progress through the game. I think that's my absolute favorite thing about it. We just offload a little bit of what we're carrying. Oh.
I just want you to be happy. I was born to fight.
I do think Mads Mikkelsen's character is pretty fucking cool, though.
Where are you, baby? It's all my fault. Light him up.
see shit. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. We're dead as fuck. That did not go to plan at all.
I was born to fight.
Let's just stay in the water. Oh, there was dudes all over. Shit. And no wonder we didn't make it through.
My name is Clifford Unger. I'll make it right. Baby. It's all my fault, baby. Baby. Where's my baby?
I want my BB back. BB back. BB back. I want my BB back. BB
I
back.
need you.
BB back. BB back ribs.
Baby. My name is Clifford Unger. I'm so sorry. I just want you to be happy.
I think that's him.
My dear baby.
BB, shut the hell up.
I want my baby back.
Come on, Clifford already gave up. You should too.
I'll make it right.
Stop. Get some help. Turn around, asshole. Well, I guess it didn't matter.
My baby.
'Cause I thought he was gonna see me as I cross over. Oh, whoops. That wasn't.
My name is Clifford Unger.
Really? I dropped a whole ass assault rifle back here?
We need reinforcements. Move. Move. I'll make it right. So my fault. My name? Clifford Unger.
Okay, we're still on our first blood bag.
I want my baby back.
So we look for the green goggles, is how we can kind of spot him.
Clifford Unger. So my fault.
So there's his footsteps, and it looks like they're heading over here.
Baby.
Is that him? Kind of looks like him. Nope, red goggles.
I just want you to be happy. Baby.
I kind of hesitate thinking he'd be so far away. Unless he's like in an Overwatch spot. That's the only reason I'm continuing to follow this. 'Cause I would have expected him to go up. But this is just heading back to the whale. So I think I'm following the footsteps in the wrong direction. Yep, I'm following them in the wrong direction. This goes right back to the whale where we fought earlier.
Die hard, man. I want my baby back. Baby.
Oh, wow. Well, I have found him, but boy howdy is he protected.
Move, 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 move. I want my baby back.
Take a short overwatch position here.
Get my baby. I'll make it right.
Rally point.
They walked like right up to me. It was kind of insane, if you ask me. They're surrounding us.
My name is Clifford Unger. Guy Hartman. Where are you, baby?
Light him up! I knew that was going to be a problem, but I didn't anticipate how many bullets I would need to at least stun him. I planned on swapping during the stun. What the fuck? He got a lot of extra shots off. Ugh. Hey, I can save some of my blood bag here by using some of these instead of refilling. Alright.
My dear baby.
Alright, so we downed him over here. Here's his footsteps. And he stormed off this way.
Guy Hartman.
You know what? Because I'm not carrying shit on my shoulders anyways. So we might as well. Just to lighten the load a little bit. And it saves that I've got that armor there too, so it's nice. Just don't want to be carrying too much. That's the only one of them I've found, but they never stray too far apart.
Baby. Baby. My name is Clifford Unger.
Oh, gross.
I'm so sorry. Baby. all my fault.
Hey, Ryu. Hey, buddy. So, also, well, it's not really a reason why I haven't streamed, but, yeah, in the last couple days, he's not doing so hot. He's been struggling for a while now. Hi, buddy. Here.
I need you.
He's been struggling. I would rather him, like, cause I hate that I have to think like this, okay, but I would rather him go here at home than out in the middle of some field somewhere. Maybe that's selfish of me, because he ran off and,
My dear.
you know, kind of wanted that, I guess. He got his opportunity when he wasn't clipped.
It's all my fault. Baby.
But
I need backup!
buddy, sit down. Sit down. Like, over the last couple days, he's been using his back left leg less and less. To the point of trying not to use it at all now. Just kind of hobbling around. I'm afraid to touch him. He spends most of his time laying in here in my doorway. Gave him some chicken yesterday. He liked it. It seemed to perk him up a little bit. I won't say he's got it easy right now. He doesn't. I'm hoping that his leg heals again and get some of his mobility back. Maybe he'll feel like doing some things again, but I don't know what happened to it, because this didn't happen until
Getting out of here.
he ran out. So he wasn't able to walk on all four legs. One of his legs did give him a little bit of trouble, but it was a different one, and I think that was just because
Give me back my
probably
baby.
like arthritis.
Are you clear of hunger? Who are you? Are you the father?
Hi, buddy. He may shriek. But sometimes you can just be giving him like the softest pets and he doesn't do well. Why are you wet? You were just outside a minute ago, weren't you? He doesn't like going outside anymore. I think his experience up there traumatized him a little bit.
Sam Porter. But you were Sam Bridges. My bridge to the future. Sam, you bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Buddy, sit down, please. At least in game-related things. I believe this is the last, the last Clifford segment. 'Cause, I mean, we're close to the end.
Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
Auto skip button. Honey, sit down.
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell and emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
How'd I wind up here then?
Remember Victor? He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
I think Cliff might be Lou's father. He said, give me back my BB.
Impossible. Cliff was born...
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made. It didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us. It felt like he just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
And he did kill me a bunch.
They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see. Found it in the archives while I was digging around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
All right. This message is insurance, in case something happens to me. For Bridget's eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching. I got a little present from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way. It's a trap. It has to be. But I've decided to play along. You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face. Well, Emily's a blank slate too. No past, no record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing about ghosts, I never met Emily in person. Have you? Ever seen her in the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups. Amelie was with the first. Mama and Hartman were with the second. They had no direct contact with her.
Yes. Amelie's group was wiped out in Edge North City. Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
Bullshit. She's real. We've touched, all right? She and I both.
Well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes, but on the beach.
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Amelie was born on the beach. There her Ka remained, though her Ha came to this world. This division of body and soul forced her to spend most of her childhood in the hospital. But though her health was poor, her Doom's numbers were off the charts. Her supernatural talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all. And that's where she started spending all of her time. Now, if you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that. I swore an oath to the president and to America. As far as I was concerned, her word was law. So when she said Amelie was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her, I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out. Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children. You see, doesn't add up, does it? There's no way Amelie could be Bridget's biological daughter. So where'd she come from?
Where'd she
Who
go?
is she? Is
Where'd
she
she come from,
even
Cotton Eye
real?
Joe?
How can we be sure that Amelie is an extinction entity when we don't even know if Amelie is Amelie? Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit. But if it's not, if she's the cause of the death stranding, then I have to accept her invitation. I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood. It connects my gun to her, to me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her. One last confession. I'm just a man. No powers, nothing special. Don't have dooms, I can't repatriate like Sam either. Don't know the first thing about dying, I had never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell. Every single battlefield was hell. But no matter how terrible it got, I never died. Because all I ever did was run from death. Well, I gotta go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
After he recorded this, the director jumped to the beach. Or rather, Amelie summoned him there.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Yeah, she was there too. She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. It was Amelie who...
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Lakna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
So all our hard work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile. You look like shit. You should be resting.
I know. I need to tell you something. I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach. Didn't take much to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
He said it was part of her plan.
What?
She was their leader. The terrorist void-outs, the whole extinction agenda, Amelie was behind it all.
Like hell she was.
I know you don't want to believe it, but it lines up with what Die Hard Man said. Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended up working with me. He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people. But then she shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control BTs. So Higgs decides to go with her. And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
What about Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But Higgs said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity. I looked inside his pod, and there was no BB in there. Take a good look at what was. It's the same doll Die Hard Man had. This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
You know who else had dolls like this? Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields. Cliff, Higgs, the director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really? Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
All I can say is that the answers are on the beach. What she wants and why.
If we get to the bottom of that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got to find her, Sam.
Whoever she really is.
She's waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
Go shower up. So we look like shit.
Sam, the connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach. She needs cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City. So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area. All the details are on the terminal upstairs. Please, Sam, this is critical.
We zip right through the shower segment. Let's get some extra stamina.
You know what day it is today, BB? Today would be a very special day if your mommy hadn't. You're not born yet. But the more candles, the merrier, right? Soon it'll be time for you to come out into the real world. Promise. Then, we can have a real party. Well, happy birthday.
That's not my birthday. There actually is a birthday message. It's in the game. That's what they ask you for at the beginning.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So we're carrying a little bit too much shit. So wait, you can just hold X anywhere? Son of a bitch. I knew there was an easier way to do what they were asking. Sure, why not?
Don't forget, that container isn't airtight. You can't afford to submerge it, even partially.
I did not know you could just hold X. Though I felt like I should have known. Oh, this is the very first trike you get when it makes the trip.
We've been getting near constant timefall in this region for a while now. As a result, everything you've built for us out here has been completely destroyed. The good news is, we managed to recover all cargo stored on site and transferred it to the Capital Knot City Distro Center. As for the not-so-good news, chiral printers are currently unusable due to the network instability. Given the circumstances, you might want to consider turning to your fellow porters for assistance. But I'll leave that up to you, Sam. I'm sure you'll come through for us. You always do.
I wonder if they'll talk through the whole song. Alright, getting up this is a bear. I remember struggling quite a bit in my original playthrough doing this. Alright, quit warning me. Let's actually plot this out a little bit, because, yeah, going, definitely BT's there, but crossing straight over looks painful. I think this is going to be, like, the best route. So, let's focus on getting there. There. See about crossing over at D. Like, getting around this mountain range sucks. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, ha! I happened to put that so like right on the overhang. Oh shit. BT hell here too. Okay. And they're very low to the ground, so we're gonna have to book it. This is creepy. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I remember traversing up this was really terrible. We're not gonna lay on the turbo because this is probably more battery efficient. And we're actually getting through it a bit more smooth. I'm glad they don't count that as it being submerged, because that's super not my fault. Oh my god, this is forever long. Well, hi there, Mr. Squid. Gotta say, I'm not interested in whatever you're peddling. Boy, this is a really big fucking oil patch. It feels like it's twice the size of the normal ones. Hey, guess what? Fuck off. So he got stuck on all his bullshit too. We'll stop over here at the way station and see if we can get another bite. Getting across is gonna suck. Though, this is actually our planned transition point. As you can see the marker right up here, so by pure coincidence I put it just outside of that oil zone. Okay, this should be manageable. Though we're gonna take a rough tumble here, but let's do it. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Lou. Trying to avoid the deepest parts of the water. Is this another stream? You know, these bridges would be cool, but they're not. They're helpful, but it's always fucking time falls, so you can never use them.
That was close.
So this don't really make sense to me.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridge design. Verifying ID. Keeping up. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Port Bridges.
So far, so good. My boy. If there's a time fall shelter, that would actually be pretty sweet.
Have a pleasant journey.
Yes. We're gonna stop over by it and this generator.
Weapons restriction.
So we needed our battery to look good too. This fixes up my my packages a little bit. So let's see. We didn't really plot anymore because we didn't really need to, as we're on the correct side. So we will be beelining it through Mule Camp here shortly, but shouldn't be so bad. I had no reason to fear them at the beginning like I did. Oh, cool! BTs. We love them. Please let me go. I hate that mechanic so much. I wish I could just go with getting like a slight auditory warning about BTs and call it a day. And granted, these are some unique BTs. They're giant. Damn! Ooh! Boost! Please don't hijack my camera. Whatever you do, don't hijack my camera. I hate when games hijack my shit. Hello, gentlemen. Oh yeah, we need to skadoodly do. So, the good news, we're almost there. The bad news, we didn't really prepare for this part. So hopefully we're given the things we need. We usually are. Whoa, shit! Oh, shit. Let's go, let's go! Yes! Stop! Dickhead. I hate that the bike doesn't stop when you hit the brakes. It doesn't even try. Those tires just keep on rolling. Can't get to this time fall? Nope. I was hoping to get to the time fall shelter because I want to repair this cargo before I deliver it. Well, it's Bismarck. autotoxemia, almost happy and lad. Alright. Looks good to me, boss. What in the bloodborne heaven hell? Oh, I see. Boy, I am never gonna hit that. Are we sinking? I think we caught its weak spot. I keep seeing that and thinking it's the whale. Thanks, buddy. Yo, that's helpful as fuck. Oh shit, we're on ground level again. Hey buddy! Oh, there's not a dude ready to toss that. That's why I wasn't seeing it. I want to say this serves as kind of the final boss. But we're not really done.
Yes, you did it, Sam. Oh, I could kiss you, you sweet son of a bitch. I thought it was all over.
Yeah, please don't. That's on my bike. sorry, that one's almost used. Doesn't make any sense to keep it. We're now packed lighter and more efficient, yet we didn't really lose all that much. Only this stuff repaired vehicles too. Like from timefall damage, but yo, that's kind of a dickhead thing to put there. Put it at the top of the ramp. What? Oh. Okay, we have to take the isolation. I remember that being a motherfucker.
Please don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it wrong.
It's not a player ladder leading up to that. I'll have to put one up myself.
Thank heavens you made it. Fragile's been in a coma for a while now. But with all these cryptobiotes you brought, we should be able to bring her round. And with any luck, it'll only take a few more to get her back on her feet. You did well, Sam.
Yo, did man, I bet you feel like shit for stealing that one.
Sam.
You're back.
Don't like touches.
It must have been one hell of a journey, especially on your own. But now the whole team is together again.
The whole team? Die Hardman too?
He's not. He's sus as fuck.
Too much traveling to and from beaches in such a short span. Chiral matter contaminated her cells, effectively causing jet lag on a molecular level. Because of that, her homeostatic mechanisms were shaken. Don't worry, she's not in any danger, but she needs some rest.
So where's the director?
He's being looked after in another room. Bridges personnel found him lying outside the isolation ward, similar to when you came back from Cliff's Beach. Even after decontamination, she needed more and more time to recover.
Sam, you made it.
Hungry?
This game is so weird.
Thanks. Looks like you need me after all. Who'd have thought? Anyway, clock's ticking. Am I right? Sam's here. The Great Deliverer. The only one who can reach Amelie's beach.
You're in no condition to do this. It's not fair to you or Sam.
In my own search for Amelie's beach, I have come to realize something extraordinary. If beaches were likened to a multiverse, hers would appear to exist on a higher plane than ours. I can walk the beaches of others, but hers is beyond my reach. It's invisible, inaccessible, even to fragile, I fear. Imagine it as a circulatory system, if you will. Each of our beaches is a single capillary, but Amelie's beach is the heart that pumps blood to the rest of us. Capillaries are subordinate to the greater whole, a whole governed by the heart, which gives direction, which dictates flow, which dictates everything, controls everything. Don't you see? She is in control. You may be able to travel against the flow and reach her, but having done so, if she does not wish to let you go, if she wishes to keep you, she can.
Fragile and Die Hardman broke free from her beach, didn't they?
I don't think it was any different from what happened to you. I didn't get out because I wanted to. I was forced out, repatriated, if you will, by her.
Forced out? Why?
This is only a theory, but she wants you to go to her. That's her final wish, don't you think?
So that's it, huh? Amelie's the EE, and this is her endgame. Just so we're clear, if I want to stop the last Stranding and come back in one piece, I need to go to her beach and talk her out of it. That about right?
Correct. As cliche as it sounds, you're our only hope. Though quite frankly, I doubt even you can change her mind.
If you can't make her see reason, you'll have to kill her. And if you kill her...
You'll save the world, but you'll be stranded outside of it. Forever.
We dropping bombs off the mountain again today? No, story bombs today. We're actually in kind of the ending stretch for it. I've only got 35, 40 minutes left that I can stream. Today is not a long stream, but it's good to see you.
Might as well make it official then. You ready to deliver the package?
We did fight a flying killer whale earlier. That happened.
I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll listen. But with the shape the world's in, it'll only be delaying the inevitable. Still, if it buys us time to try and build something better, a new lease on life, at least for a little bit, well, I can think of one woman who made the most of a chance like that. Nothing lasts forever, not even the world. But we gotta keep it going as long as we can, right? Patch the holes, change the parts, all that. So we can say we had a good run, that we lived.
thought you didn't like having to handle things with care.
Because it was hard enough keeping my own shit together.
That's a mood.
Back when we met at the cave, the only thing I cared about was making it to the next sunrise. Sure as hell didn't care about America or the future. I was living a lie, hung up on past regrets. I was broken. But somewhere along the way, I started changing. I started meeting people that made me think that maybe it wasn't all bad. People that put their faith in tomorrow, and in me. That kept the lights on.
This is the most
waiting
he's
for hope to
talked
arrive.
the whole game.
So I gotta deliver. For their sake.
Even if it means you never come back?
Fucked if I do, fucked if I don't, right? Take care of Lou.
I will.
Couldn't find a working still mother east of Port Knot City. Kid's done enough. No more.
All right. I'll do my best to nurse our little one back to health.
Somewhere during this cutscene, I lost the packages I was carrying.
Okay, concentrate. Help me look for Emily. Reach for her, Sam. Feel her. I know you love her. You love her. There.
Like, if I remember right, this segment is not very short.
Sam. There you are. You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay.
This reminds me of a John LaJoie song. When I was a baby. A tiny little baby.
I know the way.
Now look at me. Now look at me. I always wonder what he's up to, but I don't think he's up to shit. Sam Strand. All right, we get to Hold on, hold up. And boosh. There's our thumbnail.
Anybody out there?
Right, this part sucks so bad.
Amelie!
Sucks because you end up just kind of staying here for 100 years. I don't know why he popped a squat, but still let me control the camera the whole time.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
The last stranding has already begun.
Amelie?
You're too late. What took you so long?
Your voice.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Sam. I knew you'd come back. Sam, listen to me.
Why is she always jumping out of that bed? The both times we've seen her in the bed, she leaps out of it like a frog.
I love you, Sam.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach. I've been waiting for you, right here, ever since. You were supposed to stop me. Stop all of this.
Bridget?
Yes. It's me, Sam.
Where's Amelie?
Where she's always been. Nowhere. My daughter, Samantha America Strand, doesn't exist.
Amelie doesn't exist.
Not in your world. I'm sorry, Sam. I've had to wear a mask for so long. Amelie and Bridget are both a part of me.
What's this supposed to mean?
My name is
I'll tell
Humongous.
There is no time for questions.
That's my true name.
Listen. Just listen. Do you understand, Sam? Amelie and Bridget.
Those are just names. What I am is an extinction entity. So, knowing what you know now, you have two choices.
Was getting shot one of them.
You wouldn't come back if it happened here, you know. You'd be straight on to the afterlife. But no. It's not one of them. Killing you would be a terrible mistake. I know that better than anyone.
Does he, though?
The last stranding has already begun. A seam has formed from my beach and the beaches of every soul in America.
I like how they act like America's
And
the only
soon it will
country in
be
the world in this
inundated
game.
by a vast surge of antimatter starting here. In a flash, this world will be no more. Consumed by an explosion. A big bang.
Boy, you mean that's what took out the dinosaurs?
That brings us to your first choice. Do nothing. Stay here with me and bear witness to the very end.
The second one, I do
just watch it burn.
Chun-Li's rapid kicks, give you the smackdown.
With me. Until the last flame winks out. Doesn't sound so bad, does it?
But then she pulls a fucking Daigo and just parries them all.
Then there's the second choice. In expanding the network, you brought people and their beaches together, integrating them into a greater whole. Like this Kipu. But in doing so, you also bound them to my beach. The very beach where I opened the gates to the other side. You can't stop what's coming. But if you cut me and my beach loose, perhaps you can stop it from spreading. You might just prevent the last stranding. And mankind will live to die another day.
And it doesn't have to end here.
But it does. The beach is doomed no matter what. One look ought to tell you that.
Yeah, I wonder if they cut out where you had to wander like aimlessly to find her.
Which is why we must sever our connection.
That'll be it. The end of the Death Stranding.
You can't stop the inevitable. The sixth extinction will happen either today or tomorrow. You can either end it with dignity, quick, clean, and in a flash, or you can struggle in vain, knowing full well what's waiting come the finish.
So
Those are your choices.
I can sit here and watch the world end, or I can go back to the normal world and eat chili dogs with cheese.
Perhaps you still have a chance to stop this nightmare.
And chili cheese fries
You brought the world together.
and a Coke.
You have the right to decide.
Or Pepsi if they don't have Coke.
Pull the rope or cut the noose. But whatever you do, don't hesitate. I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
I'm sorry,
Wait.
Amelie. I'm sorry,
I know what to
Bridget.
do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
I choose chili dogs. It's the only thing that makes sense. Headshot, 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 headshot. What the? Well, Oh, I can give her a hug.
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
You smell like chili dogs. Multi-kill.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares.
I love the thrill of reloading.
I'll always be
Revolver Ocelot.
When you're all grown up, you'll need it to make us whole again.
Oh, I have
and
to
when the time comes,
use my keypad.
You'll have to stop me. You are the only one who can. Promise you'll remember. Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
I remember. You knew. You always knew.
I did and I didn't. I had so many dreams of the future. I didn't know which ones to trust. Which is why I decided to share them with you and the others. But to connect the dots, to make sense of everything.
That cuts out a lot of the time that I thought I was going to have.
You need time. Time has no meaning to me. I am not a line. I am a single point. Which is why all I could do was just show you the choices and let you decide.
Our nightmares are your dreams.
You found the common thread, the strand that links them together. And you did that the only way possible. To live life.
Now we have time for chili dogs. Let's go.
Thank you, Sam.
The reason I mentioned chili dogs so much is I'm actually going to Gold Star Chili later tonight. Which reminds me, I've sent a very
gun
important
won't
text
help you
message.
here. But it still has a role to play. It was the bonds between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach. And I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in, come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach. And I must stay here and ensure that the extinction happens.
So wait, you're a whole ass
Even
beach?
if it takes tens or hundreds of thousands of years.
Alone?
No, go back. How are you a beach?
That's what an EE does. If I had just done my job, none of this would have happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I got so tired of waiting, and I figured that no one would blame me if I just got it all over with. So, that's what I did.
Sounds like hell.
But you and the others came together, connected. And you may be living on borrowed time, but you still have hope. Before each of the Big Five, life rebelled. They fought back, evolved in order to survive.
So you mean the dinosaurs?
The extinction.
Like did all the shit that I did? I could have been a dinosaur.
It's an opportunity.
That's fucking dope.
And if I have to pay the price for that, to be the sacrifice, then so be it. Even if we aren't together, we will always be.
I will say, going back into at least a more serious mindset, this the scenes on the beach always seem to highlight just how gorgeous this game is. Oh shit, is this the infinite wandering part?
A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
Okay. This is the infinite wandering part. I fucked up.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Norman Reedus. Mads Mikkelsen. What if you shoot the baby? I can't pull out the gun. I tried. Yes, you do. I might fuck that her name. Troy Baker, the NFT man. Margaret Qualley. Tommy Earl Jenkins. Guillermo del Toro in a special appearance. Nicholas Winding Riffin. Riffin. Jesse Cordy. Darren Jacobs. I'm trying to do like the Mr. Movie phone voice, but it's going horrible. Emily O'Brien. Lindsay Wagner.
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions. When you were young, you used to have bad dreams. You cried about them all the time. The truth is, those weren't your dreams. They were mine. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of the beach. Not just while sleeping, in my waking hours too.
So you dreamt about yourself?
In my dreams, I watched the world end so many times. Countless past extinctions that decimated life on this planet. Again and again and again.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing or why. And that wasn't the worst of it. There were other, more terrible dreams. Dreams of death and destruction. massive extinction to come. Like this one.
Right, you.
I would always be the one to end it all. To
You
bring
okay,
about
buddy?
the last stranding, as I have today.
Hey. Hi. Well, his tail's wagging. He's alert. Original story and game design, Hideo Kojima. Writer, Hideo Kojima. Writer, Kenji Yano. Kyle Cooper. Title design. Character and mechanical design, Yoshi Shinkawa. Lead level designer, Hiroaki Yoshike. Lead level designer, Satoshi Matsuno. Lead scripter, Mokudo Yamamoto. Game balance design, Daizaburo Nakamura. Oh, or sitting, listening. My dog got up and was like, "Oh yeah, I got somewhere to go," and then
The first operation. I was only
not really
20.
going anywhere.
I opened my eyes and found myself on the beach. But the moment I came round, I was back in the hospital bed. I was split across two worlds. Bridget, my Ha in that one. Amelie, my Ka in this. Somehow, the two of us managed to coexist. Soon, our ages began to diverge. Bridget's body got older, while the beach kept Amelie's the same. So I came up with a story. I told people that Amelie was my daughter. A daughter with a debilitating condition and an absent father. Look. Amelie. Is French for soul. A soul that's a lie. There was no Amelie.
Oh,
Only me
soul
and the
lie.
beach. I thought it was a curse in the beginning. But later, I started thinking, maybe I can use this. I tried to find out more about the beach. Because understanding the beach had to be the key to interpreting my visions of the future.
More credits. Okay, yeah, I remember this part. Technical director, Akio Sakamoto. Lead game programmers, Makoto Sonoyama, Kunio Takabe, Takahiro Nomura. Lead game system programmer, Masao Tomosawa. It's good practice. Lead UI programmer, Makoto Abe. Abe. Lead system programmers, Fumito Miyauchi, Norihito Hatakeda. Hatakeda, there we go. Lead graphics programmer, Takaaki Ishikawa. All in a comedy rom-com. Lead VFX program. I'm done. That's it. Anybody else's name unless I know them. Meh. 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 Sleepy. Must take nap. Oh, I went so far they actually had to do the reset on me. Yeah, this part's really annoying. You kept it up surprisingly. Thanks or I'm sorry, whichever is applicable. You get both gratitude and an apology.
I realized the beach was connected to the world of the dead, which meant that somewhere out beyond it were the memories of time itself, including those of every organism that had ever lived. 4.6 billion years of biological history, a history that might even stretch back to the creation of the universe. The chiral network and everything that followed was born from my pursuit of that knowledge. By passing data through the beach, we were unbound by the restrictions of time. Simulations that would have taken years or more were simple and effortless. Everything that the Earth had lost and forgotten could be reconstructed and reclaimed. But shortly after we began our research, America saw its first void out. I thought I was running out of time, that my nightmares were becoming a reality. So I raced to complete the chiral network.
Oh, you ain't got some food. That's why you got up with a purpose.
If only I could find a way to piece them together. A network that bridged our world and the beach. That might do it, I believed. So I started researching bridge babies, children bound to the world of the dead. What causes an extinction entity to come into being? What was the reason for the previous 5 mass extinctions? The answers to those questions would tell me how to stop the 6th. I founded bridges, more determined than ever to build a chiral network that would cover all of America. But the longer I fought my war against the inevitable, the weaker I became. My Ha had cancer. The beach's punishment, maybe, for not playing along like a good little EE. And then, just like that, my Ha was gone. I couldn't finish what I'd started. So, I asked you to do it for me.
God, need to clear up some RAM.
You helped us complete.
See, look, third time. Every time we see this bitch, she's jumping out of the bed.
To this moment, every mystery was ours to solve. Like
it's all nimbly bimbly like a cat.
Once there was an explosion, a big bang that gave birth to time and space. Thing is, it was more like a big fluke. All that matter and antimatter should have canceled itself out, leaving nothing. But somehow a tiny speck of matter survived. Just enough. Enough to make this world and everything in it. A world that shouldn't be, a world out of balance. Order inevitably gives way to chaos. Everything that lives must inevitably die. It's like the universe is trying to return us to the nothing we came from. Maybe the Big Five were its best attempts to finish us off. But somehow, life always managed to survive just enough. Enough to thumb its nose at the will of the cosmos. You know, I'm starting to think that extinction might be the key to overcoming total annihilation. It forces life to fight to survive, to endure, to exist. That's why the Big Five ultimately rekindled life instead of extinguishing it. From the ashes of the dead rise the living. Stronger and wiser. inheritors of the legacy of existence itself. They defy the universe and refuse to surrender. They say, we're just getting started.
Right.
Extinction is an opportunity.
Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Why don't you pop a squat? Wish I could just like set an auto run. Well, I guess I can sprint at least. Man, I hate looking at her feet. Her feet are so unsettling to me. Like, I get genuinely bothered by them. But then again, I don't like feet, so let's get that out there right now. I am not a feet guy. So that's the majority reason. I hate everybody's feet, period. But especially my own. Hey, I've got that gun now. Might have had it the whole time. I'm sit here working my flexes. Ugh. 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 You like that, Amelie? Welcome to the gun show. Do 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 do. Like, I pretty much just pretend everybody's cut off from like the ankles up. Oh, he got wore out real quick. He's lasting longer than I am, though. Of more story.
I pulled the trigger twice that day. I knew at once I'd made a mistake. I found your beach and looked everywhere for you. Sam. There you are.
Oh. It's a very dead, naked baby. I'm blue, da ba dee ba da doo, ba da ba dee. I'm blue, da ba dee ba da doo.
You want to go home? Let's go home. I wanted to set you free from death once and for all. It's
okay. What are those?
But in doing so, I upset
This is
the
what I'm supposed to be
fundamental
cutting off
balance
stream.
between life and death. I just wanted to save you. I am an extinction entity. It's my fate to leave.
The seas part for we alone.
But that moment, you became
Damn it.
part of that fate.
Amelie?
You became a repatriate.
Oh, hold on. I didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. You didn't get your nuggets worth of that.
It was me
I also
that
didn't
got
see
me
the
when everyone
thing
was
until
doomed
just that
into
moment.
this.
Hold
Not
on,
long
hold
after,
on.
The death stranding occurred.
The seas part for me alone. Fuck. The seas part for we alone.
Triggering more void outs.
Boah!
That would set the world on a path to extinction.
There we go. I'm happier with that
It
one.
was my duty to serve as a sacrifice, to wait and watch it unfold from this beach. That, or hasten the last stranding and end this slow death. Given these, my only options, I chose to end it quickly. But to trigger the last stranding, I needed you, a part of me. Here too. I would be able to witness extinction consummated with you by my side. But now that you're here, there's another choice. You can cut me off. An EE doesn't have
I'm bored
that option for
too.
itself, but in my nightmares, I saw another future.
I
one
don't
that you chose.
think so. If you did, I didn't get around to seeing
One
it.
where
I don't think you
extinction
did.
is hope against total annihilation.
Yeah, like honestly, the design of this segment, like it's good for explaining the story, but this was the song they used when they first announced the game. So Lindsay Wagner and Emily O'Brien, Emily O'Brien, maybe. I think it's O'Brien. They shared voicing duties for Amelie and Bridget. Yuri Lowenthal's in the game. Soon I'll come around. Oh yeah, Conan O'Brien's in the game. We didn't get to look at him at all because I never went and found him. I've listened to this. This is called I'll Keep Coming. The segment's so silly. They credited the apple. I guess they had schemed an apple somewhere. They're like, okay, here we go. Oh, Jeff Kiley is in the game. I told you Junji Ito's here. Sam Lake's in the game too. I forgot. My boy from Remedy. They announced those Max Payne remakes. Bless. Remedy is one of the few devs that like I just blindly trust still. They've yet to put out anything that I'm just like, you know what, this sucks. I usually find it at least to be pretty good and usually worth my money. Fuck, who's Sam Lake playing this game? Hold on. He is he's the veteran porter that we never met yet. Jeff Riley's the lead in this band. The musicians Daichi Miura. Engineers Junji Ito, which I told you all about. The film director is Jordan Bob Roberts. He's the dude with the really big beard that we saw. Thomas Sutherland is that you're right. He's in the distribution center south of Lake Knott City. He directed Spaced, Shaun of the Dead. The collector is Hirokazu Hamamura. It is a former Fantasy character. Alice Weatherstone and the weather stations played by Wilson Yu. Conan O'Brien is the pioneer MC. The veteran reporter is Sam Lake. Philip North, which is the distribution center north of Mount City, is the director of Dead Snow and Haunted Red Witch Hunters, Tommy Mercola. The novelist's son is Nabi Makine. You never met him, but he's a novelist in real life. According to his speech right now. We'll go around soon because we're getting the platinum again. They won't break. Gotta work on arms and legs. The fact that this is all playable is silly to me. Oh no, we're tired. We get a chance to like properly save and stuff.
Help you here.
We're cutting the stream.
Still has a role to play.
Because I have to go. I have stuff to do, and it's kind of time sensitive. Bam. Death Stranding director's cut. What the fuck? Because I shot all the bullets earlier. Can't get a headshot myself. I'm such a failure.
Listen, Sam. I was the one that brought you and Cliff together again. There was something I wanted you to know. You were never abandoned. And you're not alone. Don't you see, Sam? You have to live.
You just told me all this shit. So we can see these dudes have shown back up. So we probably need to head towards them. Nah, we don't have any equipment. I always thought these were always so ominous with how they just seem to like sit in like the sky and watch.
Don't give up. You're still connected.
So you mean I can get chili dogs?
Gotcha.
Gotcha. He's giving like 1,000-yard stare. It could just been the lighting, but he just looks so like lifeless there for a moment. Hi. Time to repatriate. Your blue baby. What a game.
For too long have we lived as strangers to one another, divided by walls built to keep.
Can I pause? Yeah,
Keep
I
us
think I'm
safe.
going to.
But
I'm going
now,
to
with the
after this
completion of the
speech.
chiral network,
I
we
really
may
have
at
to
last move forward as a people united. Today, we come together to celebrate the birth of a new nation.
I should know.
A new nation for a new world. The United Cities of America. I once took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
But
And
I
though
get
that
the whole
proud
ending
republic
in.
may be no more,
I can rearrange some of my
we
timing.
remain. And so, as your president, I hereby swear to support and defend you, the people. Let there be no more walls between us, nor masks to hide who we are. Let there be a new America. An America where we can face one another, where we can speak our minds and open our hearts. The old ways die hard, but I believe, my fellow Americans, that we have the strength and the courage to rise above our past and embrace our future. The Death Stranding is a part of that past. An enduring shadow, a constant reminder of what could have been. That we stand here today is testament, not to the greatness of any one individual, but to our capacity to come together, to the bonds between us, to our collective greatness. All things must come to an end, ourselves included. But as long as we savor each moment, find joy in the promise of tomorrow, embrace hope, and reject despair, we will endure. President Bridget Strand and her daughter, Samantha,
And her
Strand,
thing.
sacrificed
Literally a
in
thing.
their pursuit
Emily
of
was a
hope
concept and
that
nothing more.
we, the people, might be whole again. That they are not here today to see the fruits of their labor fills us all with a profound sadness. But we find comfort in the knowledge that their memories will live on in the chiral network and in our hearts. We will always remain connected. There's another hero in this story. One whose achievements seem destined to go unrecognized. America still needs that hero. That person without whom we would not be here. Now, the name is unimportant, but you know who I mean. And for that unsung hero, I have a message. It was you who brought us together. You who made us whole again. And while you and I will eventually pass on, we will be...
Going somewhere, Sam?
Yeah, I have to shit.
Tired of being the unsung hero?
No, I'm done is all. She's gone.
Come on, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Huh. This doesn't bother you anymore? Well, that's great.
Don't overdo it.
Now, wouldn't you like to know how we brought you back from the beach? We were going to use the doll, but didn't have one handy, which is when I remembered something else.
Not what I think it is.
Yes. What could be more connected to Amelie's beach than President Strand's umbilical cord? Hartman thought that's why she left it with me in the first place. Unfortunately...
It didn't work.
Yeah, she'd already cut her beach loose. It was just gone. We didn't know if that meant she dragged you into the great beyond or sent you to some other beach. We were really racking our brains. Hartman and Mama split up and started searching every beach you might feasibly have washed up on. We looked for a month with absolutely nothing to show for it.
A month on the outside. How long on the inside?
Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to know. But don't worry. We found no signs of accelerated aging. In the end, this is what led us to you. Just when we were about to give up, Die Hardman reminded us about the revolver. So, we tried to follow it, and it led us to a far corner of your own beach. And bingo, there you were. Mama made visual contact first. She was able to see you from her vantage point on the other side. She informed Lochna via their connection, and Hartman confirmed your location during his subsequent NDE. The plan was for Fragile to, in essence, slingshot Lou and me to your position so we could rescue you. But it's not so easy to send multiple individuals to another person's beach for an extended period of time. And that's where the umbilical cord came in. We wove these from President Strand's DNA. They serve as a single knot that binds us all. The President must have known all of this would happen. Ironic, isn't it? The gun that set this whole mess in motion ends up being the key to saving you.
Amelie, she said it had another purpose.
Not a weapon, but a lifeline. A stick that became a rope. I suppose that's one way of putting it. Oh, Sam. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to give you a hug. Got something else to tell you. Top secret. It's about Cliff. BB's mother's name was Lisa Bridges, Cliff's common-law wife.
Lisa Bridges?
Now, Cliff was killed by a man identified in the records only as John. Former U.S. Special Forces. Quite good at it by all accounts. Later appointed as an aide to the president, who used him for most of her wet work. The records go on to state that he vanished after Cliff's death. A warrant was put out, but he was later found dead. Turns out some people die harder than others, though. Dear John donned a mask and reappeared with a new identity.
Oh no!
But you can't fool the chiral network. We restored the old records, and Mama hid them.
How would we have ever guessed?
You're the only one, besides us, with access privileges. Take a look if you're so inclined. But don't say I didn't warn you. The President's got some dirty, dirty laundry. don't trust him. But I'll work with him if that's what it takes. We'll talk later.
Sam. I don't expect you to forgive me. But would you hear me out? I killed Captain Clifford Unger.
Oh no, we wouldn't have guessed that either.
I would tell you I did it for America. For love of country. But I didn't. I did it for her. Because I loved her with all my heart. She was everything to me. Everything.
I'm turning the camera off for a bit.
Trying to make excuses. I just want you to know that not a day's gone by when I haven't thought about it. Time didn't help. Or the mask. Please, let me finish. The captain, saved my life. You know why they call me Die Hardman. Because he wouldn't let me die. He brought my sorry ass back home every time. And I loved him as much as I loved her.
Shit, you can call me Die Hardman then, because I love Die Hard. Not the second
When
movie,
he
though.
stared me down, that ghost, I knew he was here to kill me, to make it right. And why shouldn't he? Why didn't he? He couldn't save his kid, his baby. And that's what brought him back. I guess when he saw I was trying to do my part for America, he remembered who he was. And he forgave me. God! But I don't deserve it, God damn it! There is no atoning for what I've done. God!
Right?
But maybe this is the next best thing. Maybe he brought me back from the beach for a reason. One last time. He wanted me to do this. To keep on being Die Hardman.
No. He didn't. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal. And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? And life is pretty fucking fragile right now. And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun will help you here. That's her words, not mine.
Thank you, Sam.
Hey, Sam. Been waiting for you.
Lou?
Dead? Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least. The decommissioning order finally came through. Can't risk necrosis. The body can't stay here. I thought you might want to take care of it. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. And there are laws about that kind of thing, now that we're a nation.
This is literally the last mission, so we're gonna do it.
I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
I should have known better than start the damn stream so late.
If the alternative is defying the president, I can't do that either. Not me.
All right.
America.
I'll go to the incinerator.
Before you leave, I'd like to check something quickly. I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. I trust you'll remember what I said.
Right, absolutely.
Sneaky, sneaky. Admittedly, I need this cutscene to last like 2 minutes longer, because I'm having to get some stuff prepared. Heading out down for the weekend. Nowhere unusual. Down nonetheless.
Thanks for everything.
Unfortunately, part of going out of town means packing up my CPAD.
How's the weather?
Don't think you'll be needing an umbrella. I decided to follow my father's dream after all. Don't worry. I won't get mixed up with any terrorists this time.
Good.
UCA's got my back. We're the first private delivery company to get the official approval.
But you're already aligned with America!
Congratulations.
Thanks. Wait. There's something I have to tell you. I didn't shoot Higgs. Couldn't pull the trigger. So I let him choose. Death or eternal solitude on the beach.
Fair enough. You never did like breaking things.
That's right. I find and fix what's broken. and reconnect. I'm fragile.
But not that fragile.
Oh my god, it's like it's her catchphrase or something.
Wanna come work for me? Could use a man like you.
The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Not everyone. Not me.
Come on. You put America back together, didn't you?
Doesn't mean there's a place for me. I've got no ties to anyone or anything. I might as well be dead. I felt like that when we first met in the cave. I still do.
Don't act like you're the same person. You've learned how to touch, to feel. You've connected with people. With us.
Everything I touch, I lose.
Sam!
Come on, Lou. One last delivery.
Alright, so the good news is I literally just finished everything I had to do to get ready to leave here in a bit. Yeah. So when we finish up this chapter, we should be good. This BB's theme. Nope. Gotta do this one totally on foot. It's fine. It's not very long. Damn it, Bobby. This is actually one of my favorite songs on the soundtrack. I actually also really like the ending sequence, even though I hate the bit on the beach itself. Traveling to the incinerators. Always a pretty emotional thing. Oh wow, thanks, Igor. Yeah, I'm just happy I didn't have to pull up a map to get here, to be honest.
Alright. I guess we're here. You still with me, though?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Well, thanks for everything.
Child special. One of a kind.
A BB candidate.
Either that, or
A sacrifice.
A foundation. A bridge.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go. Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you?
I know, right?
What are you doing here?
It's nice to be able to see this, like,
My wife's
unobstructed.
sick, then. They don't want a repeat of last year.
The Void Out in Manhattan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the husband.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I have a duty to protect our country. Lies are an unfortunate necessity.
The President gave me the highest level access privileges. I've used them to manipulate the security system. We have 5 minutes before it resets, sir. 5 minutes to talk. Off the record. Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. You were my commanding officer, but I swore an oath to the President to protect her and the country at all costs. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home. Back then, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was some kind of action hero. But I'm not the hero. You are, sir. You're the reason I'm still alive. And it's past time I paid that debt. They're moving your son to a new facility tomorrow. You'll never see him again. He'll serve as the foundation of a new communications network. A sacrifice for a nation that no longer exists. I wrote down everything you need to know. It was the only way to keep it off the system. Burn it when you're done. The rest is up to you, sir. I believe this belongs to you, sir. Now, I can't terminate your wife's life support from inside her room. System won't allow it. So, this is the only other option. An alarm is set to go off if she flatlines. I've rigged the system to spoof her vitals. But you won't have long. 5 minutes, tops.
Right?
Don't hesitate, sir. This is the only chance you'll get.
Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. I promise you. My animal, Lisa. Bibi. Bibi. Bibi, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
So, if they're giving me the game back, this sucks. I'm so sorry. But we're stopping right here. I really super have to go. I'm so late for what I wanted to do. We will pick this up on Sunday and then play something else because there's no time left on this. But yeah, y'all, be safe, be kind, have a good weekend. I will see you all on Sunday.